Everything Now, an interactive comedy show on Twitch where you, the viewers, are in control, featuring special guests from all over the Twitch community and the Los Angeles comedy scene. Enter a variety of wild scenarios with colorful characters and help steer the story in whatever direction you want. You can vote in polls to make choices, submit images over Twitter and Discord. You can pay to play sound effects.
Road ends in 100 feet.
What the f***?
It's your show too, friend. Hop on in and experience everything now.
Order! Order! Please turn off the dryer in the courthouse.
My delegates!
Folks, all rise for the Honorable me, Judge Learned Hand. Court is now in session. Thank you. Thank you. That's not... Did somebody boo?
Let's go!
That's right. Let's go. Let's go for justice. Did I get a new mallet? This is actually called a gavel, and no, I did not. This is my classic gavel that I received from my mentor, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Yep. Ruth Conda forever.
Judge, we have a question from Sadville PM to be addressed
What's that?
about your vacations with that Nazi guy.
Can't speak on that. Unfortunately, I'm going to be pleading the fifth regarding my vacations with that billionaire. But if anybody sees any paintings of that, those are merely illustrations. Folks.
There's a painting of you and him in like a Berenstein Bears book kind of thing where you're all like sleeping in one big bed together.
Yep, that is just creative artistic license, which we will be banning shortly in this jurisdiction. Now, folks, if you are here, that means that you are our jury tonight, and your job is among the most important in the land. You will be deciding whether or not these alleged criminals who take the defendant's stand tonight are guilty of their crimes or not. In a moment, we'll be bringing one such alleged criminal to the stand, and you'll help me ask them some questions, sort of figure out what went wrong or what went right during their alleged crime, and if they are guilty, we'll determine an appropriate punishment. But it's not just about asking questions to figure out whether or not a criminal has committed a crime. Obviously, evidence is a critical part of this process, and so there's a number of ways that we can build a case here in the Everything Now Court of Law. For example, if you join our Discord, which I highly encourage you to do, there is a link, I think, pinned in the chat right now. If you join the Discord, you can submit visual evidence, images, relevant to tonight's proceedings, and we'll display them here on my TV. Bailiff, is there a non-spoiler one that I can show right now?
Let's take a look. 1 second, Judge. Yep, you're good.
All right, let's have a look. Oh, okay.
Wait a minute.
Nope, don't look at that. That's nothing. That was nothing. Bailiff, you were supposed to get rid of that.
It's a cute video, Judge. It's a cute gift.
Well, obviously, that won't be a relevant piece of evidence for any of tonight's proceedings, but you might be submitting an image that will be particularly relevant. In fact, it may be the damning piece of evidence or the exonerating piece of evidence in one of tonight's proceedings. So join the Everything Now Show Discord. Just click the link in the chat and submit some images. You might see yours used as evidence tonight. Of course, if you take a look in the bottom left-hand part of your screen, you will see that for $5 this evening, you can call a witness to the stand. Yes, donate $5 at any point and let us know who you want to bring to the stand. It could be a real person, it could be a celebrity, it could be a fictional character. Ideally, it's somebody who's somehow related to the case. That doesn't seem to be typically what happens, but it would really make my job a lot easier. Okay, all right, guess we don't like justice here. Well, it's not up to me, it's up to you. If you donate $5, just say in the chat or in the caption of the donation who you want to bring to the stand, and we'll put them on the stand and ask them some questions. And of course, if you subscribe at any point tonight, you can write some written testimony that we will display. Let's have a look at that. Looks like Anonymous said Judge Learned Hand is okay. We don't have to. That's fine. We don't have to look at that anymore. That is just an example, a bad example. Don't clap for that. And Bailiff, if you wouldn't mind refreshing the sub goal overlay so that we can bring that up as well.
Sure.
If we hit,
We all know how
I
to
think
do that back here, Judge.
I'm sure you do.
We're good at computer and stuff.
I showed you how to do it, but a few days ago. Just refresh the input, right click.
We were blackout.
Right click on the input. It should be in the alerts tab probably. Let me know if I need to come over there and do it.
No, I think we got it.
Great.
It's in the overlays tab. And
Should be in overlays, should be like stream elements, or it might even say sub goals.
It doesn't look like anything reached sub goal.
Try stream elements then. Should be one of the last inputs in the list.
Here we go.
And if
Buckle
you
up. The red wire.
and just hit refresh. Hey! And look at that. Our tech-savvy bailiff has figured out how to bring up our subscription goal for this evening.
I'm learning HTML.
Great. Excellent.
Classic joke of how many bailiffs does it take to open a sub goal on the screen.
That's right. A classic street joke. Tale as old as time. Well, folks, as you'll notice from our newly overlaid sub goal in the bottom right-hand side of your screen, if we get 20 subscriptions over the course of this evening's proceedings, we'll head on down to the police department for some much-needed firearm training. Yes, our police force is, of course, well-respected in this community, but they do seem to have a little problem with the shooty-shooty. So, if you can help us out by getting 20 subscriptions over the course of the night, we'll head on down to the police station, and you'll help our boys in blue figure out how to use their guns to shoot the right guy. About time. Folks, that's about it. That's pretty much how it works. You'll be the jury tonight, and part of your responsibility as the jury, it's a little unconventional, but you'll have to remind me what the crime was for this first defendant. Yes, this first defendant has made their way to the courthouse, but I seem to have misplaced in my docket what this defendant stands accused of. So if you wouldn't mind, in the chat, please start saying some crimes, some potential crimes here, and we'll figure out what this first defendant is accused of. Eating the last piece of cake, bad vibes, reading without Family Guy, coming too quickly, Discord light mode. Ooh, I hate light mode. Seat sniffer, improvising without a license, overdoing the bit, farting on a baby. That's real. I think that's in reference to something else. Twitter discourse. Fateful Loco. I don't think I've seen that name much in here before. You're not. Oh, you're a subscriber though, so you must not be a first timer.
Could have been gifted. Judge.
Could have been gifted. We'll take that. We'll take farting on a baby. Yes, a dastardly crime indeed. Assault, technically speaking, and made even more heinous from the anus. Yes, farting on a baby. Thank you. I just came up with that. Farting on a baby, farting on anybody is a crime, frankly, but farting on a baby is especially bad because they can't defend themselves. If someone were to fart on me, oh my goodness, is the baby here right now?
Unrelated baby, Judge.
That's a different baby? Okay, well, I was hoping we could maybe get that baby on the witness stand at some point during this trial. We'll see. Anyway, defendant, please take your place at the stand and state your name for the record.
Wait, this isn't the farmer's market?
No, sir, this is not the farmer's market. This is the Everything Now Court of Law.
Oh, pardon me. I'll be on my way then.
Nope, sir.
What?
Don't go anywhere.
Why?
You've been accused of a crime. Farting on a baby. Do you understand that?
What in tarnate? No way. I would,
sir.
I would never.
I should hope not, sir.
I would never.
And if you didn't, then
Oh
our
my
apologies,
God.
and this should be a quick case. But if you wouldn't mind, for the record, please state your name.
Oh my gosh, this is going on vinyl?
No, for the court record. We write everything down here so that we can go back and read
Some
what
kind
we
of
said.
Wu-Tang Clan style collective of musicians and rappers?
No, it's not a record. It's not like a musical record. It's a document that details everything that happens in the court.
I do have a mixtape, Judge. I don't know if that's relevant.
And I
It's
kinda
not
consider
relevant.
myself your Flavor Flav.
Not relevant. Definitely not relevant. Sir, what's your name?
My name is Jeddah Zendaya.
Jeddah Zendaya, thank you for coming in today. Now, do you understand that you stand accused of farting on a baby? Okay, you did that just a moment ago. This should come as no surprise for you, sir. You were served. You were brought in here. Surely someone explained this to you, no?
Only thing I was served were bacon and sour cream filled potato skins about an hour ago.
That sounds really delicious.
It was great. I was very happy. One of my better times at the TGIF. But I had not received mail in years at this point.
Well, how did you know to come into court?
I was looking for the farmer's market where I sold my carns.
All right, well, that's, I guess, a great coincidence. Mr. Is Jeddah Zendaya, is that one name?
Jeddah Zendaya.
Mr. Jeddah Zendaya, it seems that we have some visual evidence here.
No.
Well, we do. I was just alerted to the fact that we have some visual evidence here, Mr. Jeddah Zendaya.
Shut up.
Which is, did you just say to shut up?
No.
Okay, because I heard somebody say that.
A lot of lying going on in this courtroom.
I should hope not. That would be perjurous. Now, Mr. Jeddah Zendaya, I'm going to display some visual evidence here on this TV in a moment, and I'd like you to explain what we're seeing.
Hold on. I forgot my contact.
Did you say contact, like singular?
Yeah, only one needs one.
You only have one contact.
Yeah,
All right,
I left it at home.
Bailiff, are we prepared to show the visual evidence? Great. Let's have a look. Okay. I'm not sure who that is. Maybe you can tell me.
Well. Look who's the guilty party now.
Appears to be Judge Learned Hand with Clarence Thomas and that weird guy.
Nope, I don't think so.
Could I see it again, please?
Yeah, let's have another look. Yeah, that could be anybody. It seems to be a very poor Photoshop of someone. It could be any white male, so.
You're telling me that's a fake image?
It's hard to say. A lot of things can be doctored these days, so we'll call that one a mulligan. It also appears, Mr. Jeddah Zendaya, that we are going to be getting the baby upon which you farted on the witness stand. Is there anything that you'd like to say before we bring them to the stand?
First of all, they're a baby. They barely have object poiminence. And I feel like, who do you trust in this scenario? Me, a humble old farmer from upstate New York, or, an infant?
Well, I suppose, Mr. Jeddah Zendaya, that it'll be up for our juries to decide who they trust more. So I think we've got the baby on the stand now. So, baby, if you wouldn't mind, please stating your name for the record.
Oh, come on now.
Is my name.
This is Goo Goo Gaga.
Her name's
First name
literally
Goo
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 Goo Gaga.
Second name Gaga.
Yep. Daughter of Lady Gaga.
Okay, you're the daughter of Lady Gaga. Wow. Okay, and so first of all, Miss Gaga, I'm sorry that you went through such a traumatic experience. Could you maybe walk us through the events of the incident?
Nope, they're a baby.
So I was getting my diaper changed by Miss Gaga at the farmer's market, and my mommy went away, and then this big guy came in and thought that I was a toilet and decided to fart on me.
Hold on, Miss Gaga. We're gonna adjust your microphone so that I know you're very short.
Sorry, my mom told me to project. I'm not doing a good job.
All right, go ahead and just. All right, that looks
Also, she taught me to levitate.
right. Go ahead and just really speak into that microphone, Miss Gaga.
Yes, so.
Really project.
Yes, so.
Yeah, you
This
gotta put
one.
the baby up to the microphone.
Either microphone is fine.
So.
The diegetic one or the one that's just poking out of the top of the frame. Either's good.
Okay, so. This man thought that I was a toilet and decided to pop a fart on my face while I was getting my diaper changed by Miss Mama Gaga.
Wow, that is truly sounds like a traumatic experience, Miss Gaga. And are you able to identify this man as the culprit?
Yes. I'm sorry.
my trainer is here.
Your trainer?
Yes, who trains me how to levitate. In the
Oh,
air.
wow. Okay, I see. Wow, I guess these rich, multi-platinum artists are able to afford that sort of thing.
I done saw Blue Ivy floating over downtown the other day.
And
Kids
you
these days.
farted on Blue Ivy, I'm
Okay,
sure.
all right. Look, I may have in my life once or twice mistaken human beings for toilets. But like everybody else, I do indeed go to the toilet to fart. That is something that I do like a sane, rational person. But when did you go to the farmer's market, widow baby?
I go every Sunday morning.
Oh! Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
When do you go?
I go on Saturdays.
You know what? This Sunday was Easter, so we didn't go actually. We decided to go on Saturday.
Well,
So it could have been you.
it actually could not have been me. I've got an alibi.
All right, Miss Gaga, I think we got everything we needed from you. Thank you so much for your testimony, and I hope that you're able to recover from whomever it is that farted on you at the farmer's market.
Baby,
Thank you.
I hope that whoever farted on you gets swift justice and sent straight to Guantanamo Bay.
But my mommy.
All right, it appears that we're going to be getting another unrelated baby who happened to be, I think, in the courthouse. We're going to get the baby that was crying earlier.
What are we doing here?
But
what are we
before
doing here?
Sorry, Mr. Jetta Zendaya, I'll be asking the questions, please, now. And my next question for you, Mr. Jetta Zendaya, while we prepare that next baby for the stand, is who is the alibi that you mentioned just a moment ago?
Are alibis people? I thought that was just like a term for an excuse.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, I mean, it is kind of, but typically an alibi is someone who can, corroborate your story and say that you weren't at the scene of the crime or couldn't have been at the scene of the crime.
Talk to anybody from the commune that I live across from. You know, sunflower seed,
These are the names of people?
garden snail, hose.
There's someone named Hose at the commune that you live across the street from?
Yes, pitchfork, apple tree.
It's got to be confusing living on a commune and being named after a bunch of things that you would typically find on a commune.
Yeah, you'd think, but that's the way that their hippy-dippy brains work. But they would have
Well, they're
seen...
not on trial here.
Yes, but they would have seen me working out in my cornfields, all right? And they would have seen me have a little medical incident that would leave me at places that are not the farmer's market.
Interesting. Well, perhaps we'll bring Garden Snail or Hose to the witness stand to corroborate your story, but in the meantime... Sunflower, Sunflower might also be here. We'll see if we get a $5 donation to bring Sunflower to the... I think I see them in the back of the courtroom.
Save me. You saw what happened to my body that day.
But in the meantime, folks, we do have the completely unrelated baby who happened to be crying during the beginning of this trial. Let's go to them. Baby, if you wouldn't mind, please stating your name for the record.
Okay.
Hello. I'm an unrelated baby to before.
I can tell you're unrelated because you are wearing sunglasses where the other baby was not.
Exactly.
So,
how are you?
how am I?
How are you?
Well, I'm doing all right, baby, but it's not really about me right now. It's about you and why you happen to be taking the witness stand. Do you know this man or anything about what's going on here?
My mom got in trouble and she left me here.
Your mom was part of a previous trial and forgot you?
No, my mom in the other room, she drove while she was funny.
Your mom was on trial for some sort of DUI? Is that what I'm being
That's
made
what
to
they
understand?
said, so she said, you wait here. How are you?
Got it. I was doing well. Now I feel a bit nervous. Perhaps we can get the bailiff or somebody to try to... Do you know your mom's phone number?
No. Are you my dad?
No.
Wow.
No.
Such sympathy.
My penis does not work and hasn't for quite some time.
No
What
kidding.
do you
Same
mean
here.
by that? Can you explain what you mean by that?
I cannot elaborate on that further. And baby, we are going to have you ask you to leave the witness stand in just a moment because we're going to be bringing Sunflower from the commune across the street from Mr. Jetta Zendaya's farm in just a moment.
Where do I go?
You can, I guess, where were you right before this?
Over there?
I guess just go back over there for
I have
right
an
now.
idea.
You have an idea, Jetta Zendaya?
Little baby, there's a TGIF across the street. They
Don't
have
send the baby to
fantastic
TGIF.
Potato skins filled with cheddar, bacon, and sour cream, and a little touch of scallions on the top.
Okay, are you my dad?
What's one more?
No, you can't just adopt a baby without any of the paperwork. This is
Your
somebody's
Honor,
child.
respectfully, I already have 22.
Okay, that already feels like a problem to me. I'm not here to judge your familial decisions, but you can't adopt a child who has presumably a mother out there, even though she is seemingly on trial for a DUI.
Judge, I would like to sue my mom for independence. I want to be independent based on their misfeasance.
This is much more important than putting me on trial for, what was it again? Farting on a baby?
Yes. And
Emancipate him.
no, we're not emancipating
I want to
anybody.
emancipate him.
Baby, you're done. Thank you for your testimony. You're free to go.
Okay,
and if
Judge.
you wouldn't mind readjusting the microphone for Sunflower on your
just
way
Judge,
out.
go back to me. I'll just be down here.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll just tell the witnesses to watch their feet. And if you wouldn't mind just readjusting that microphone for Sunflower. Now,
Your Honor,
yes.
you could ask Dr. Akulian at the Now York Medical Center, and they will know what was happening to me this past Saturday, which was that I happened to get impaled on some corn that I'd been developing.
I see. Well, we do actually have a witness here.
They can corroborate.
It's Sunflower, who you said, and take just Sunflower, when you take the stand, make sure that the microphone is pointing at your mouth. So maybe just take a seat in the chair, and we'll get that figured out for you. In just a moment, we'll be going to Sunflower, and if you wouldn't mind, Sunflower, stating your name for the record and how you know the defendant.
I'm Sunflower, and I live in this guy's garden.
Oh, okay. You live in this guy's. Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting. So
Oh,
this
that's
is
Sunflower.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought this was the Sunflower that lived in the commune across the
Oh no,
street.
yeah, I move around.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're something of a vagabond.
Yeah, they pop me different places, you know.
Yeah.
I see. And could you perhaps corroborate the story that Mr. Jetta Zendaya was talking about earlier, where he had some sort of injury that prevented him from going to the farmer's market?
Yeah, that's a load of dirt, in my opinion. More like Jedediah, actually. He did not have some kind of injury. He actually fails to water me every day. I'm actually very drawn out right now.
And somebody is objecting to your story,
Oh,
Sunflower. If you wouldn't mind, is there a way that you could somehow prove or give a specific incident of where something like that might have happened?
If he didn't water me, then how come these petals are so easy to rip off? Huh?
Oh my God, please.
Don't do that to yourself.
Jesus
What are you-
Christ.
Don't do that to
Please.
yourself.
Sunflower, there are babies here in the courthouse today. We do not want you to be mutilating yourself in the courtroom.
Well, maybe if someone watered me, this wouldn't be
Oh my
happening.
God, please.
Sweetheart, no, not in public. We're in front of the government. We have a healthy
your
home
eyes.
life, actually, and I take care of my plants and animals at the farm. Not the harm
The
farm.
harm? A bit of a Freudian sleep there,
Nope.
Mr. Jetta Zendaya.
No one
Judge.
Shit, now I'm doing it.
got your
A little
ass.
tired, maybe?
I am kinda
The heat's
tired.
off me and it's on you, thankfully.
All right, Sunflower, is there any closing statement that you'd like to make before you leave the witness stand?
I just want to say, take care of my kids, man.
Of course I will, Sunflower.
That's kind of foreboding.
Do you have like seeds or something, Sunflower?
Sunflower.
Yeah, I'm about to kill myself.
No.
right
Okay,
now.
all right.
Yeah.
Go to the TGIF across the street.
Somebody take care of Sunflower.
Go to the
please.
TGIF across the street and get yourself a blue alcoholic cocktail. That's me.
You're Jetta Zendaya. Now, you don't have to shout your own name, Mr. Jetta Zendaya. Now, we've got one more piece of visual evidence here that's been submitted by a witness in the Discord, and then I think after we take a look at this and you're given an opportunity to explain it, we're going to bring it to a vote for our jurors. So,
Hold on. I gotta get my way.
Okay, bailiff, are we prepared to show the next bit of visual evidence? Excellent. Let's have a look. What am I looking at here?
Seems like someone has taken a picture of me.
There was
while I'm in traffic,
That's
watching Family Guy Funniest Moments on the phone.
You were in traffic watching funniest moments of Family Guy on your phone.
Is that all you've got? Is that all you've got on me?
Well,
Judge, if that's a crime, send me away.
okay, well,
You're gonna get a Spartacus situation on your hands in just a moment. I swear to you.
what a disaster. Thank you so much for the subscription. Let us know if you have any written testimony that you'd like to submit for this trial. But get it done quick because now it's going to be time to vote. Yes, you, the jurors, are at home. We'll have to decide whether or not Mr. Jedazendaya is guilty of the crime of farting on a baby. Mr. Jedazendaya, I'm going to give you an opportunity now to make some closing remarks.
Look, go ahead and go to your local newsstand and go get your Now York Post. And you'll see on page 3, on the Monday edition, that I had impaled myself on a stalk of corn at my farm. And it had gone through one hole and out the other on my orifice. And one happened to be my nose and the other happened to be in my downstairs region. I'm not proud of it. Dr. Coolian at the Now York Medical Center what's the word? I've only taken one law class on Duolingo.
Corroborate?
That's it. They can corroborate this story. It happened. I couldn't have been on the farmer's market that day. And if I had done it, if I had farted on that baby, I'd be very apologetic and give that baby free corn for life.
An interesting prospect, Mr. Jedazendaya. Jurors, it seems like we've got some time now also. If you want to ask any questions directly to Mr. Jedazendaya, I will open the floor now. Mr. Jedazendaya, please
Hold on.
read the questions as they come in.
There is a bit of written testimony, Judge.
I see. Let's take a look at the written testimony submitted by one of the witnesses. Witness What a Disaster says, who hasn't wanted to fart on a baby? May they cast the... who hasn't wanted to fart on a baby may they cast the first stone. Wow, I'm having a hard time reading today, but it's an interesting, not really a piece of evidence, more of a philosophical statement here. Seems like we've got a slow clap coming from Mr. Jedazendaya. Perhaps...
Anyone else want to join?
No. Seems like just you. Mr. Jedazendaya, go ahead and answer some. We've got some questions in here. What did you eat that day is one of the questions.
Mostly corn, if you know what I mean. But I did stop by the Island's Burgers and French Fries and got myself a big kahuna.
And where were your 22 kids at the time of the incident?
Smattering of various elementary schools, charter middle schools, and high schools.
I see. And the corn that you ate, Mr. Jedazendaya, was it buttered?
No, it was not. I did not spray it with the butter, as much as I would have loved to, but it was in the stock form. It was still fresh. We butter it after we remove it from the stock and bring it to the farmer's market. But if I did butter it, it probably would have gone through my body a little easier.
I see. Well, we're going to have a couple more questions for you here, and someone is objecting to that process that you described regarding the buttering. Now, do you want to be a little bit more honest about the buttering, Mr. Jedazendaya? And we're going to prepare that poll. Bailiff, can we get that poll up, please?
Who here hasn't buttered their own hole may cast the first stone? I didn't want it to come to this. I was just trying to go to the farmer's market, but now all of a sudden everyone's kinks is on display and being judged upon.
Wow, seems like a very divisive vote right now.
Do I look like the kind of guy who would fart on a baby?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Kinda.
A little bit.
Well, I think we're just about ready to close out
we're
that
not.
poll now. Seems like we're getting
Judge! Oh, I gotta
some
go to the
answers in
bathroom.
the affirmative.
I gotta go to the bathroom now. All of a sudden, you can't vote. Well, I have to go to the bathroom.
Well, it's too late. The vote's already done. Go ahead and close that poll out. Thank you, bailiff. Now,
This is a travesty.
Jedazendaya, the jurors have found you guilty of farting on a baby.
Round of applause for justice.
Now, the only thing left here to do, Mr. Jedazendaya, is decide your punishment. So, jurors in the chat, what is an appropriate punishment for a man who went to a farmer's market and farted on a baby? I see Guantanamo Bay, death. Wow. Okay, castration.
This is
Jesus, people. Okay.
Look, I know they're Lady Gaga's baby, but that doesn't make them any more important or special than someone else. Everyone gets farted on at one point. This is not grounds for justice like this. No justice is needed. In fact, maybe me farting on the baby was proper justice in the kind of earthly sense. Like if this was a Werner Herzog movie or something.
That's a terrible perspective to take, Mr. Jeddah Zendaya, and to show you how wrong you are, I see sort of a common theme among a lot of these suggestions for punishments.
Oh, be gentle to old Jeddah.
You are going to be locked in the fart chamber where you will be farted on 100 times. Yes, 100 farts inside the fart chamber. It is so decided, and so it shall be. Jeddah Zendaya. You're free to go. Well, not free to go, but you should... Okay, Bailiff, did we catch the fact that he brought a rifle in here?
What's up, Judge?
Bailiff, he's got a rifle.
I'm playing Snake on my phone.
Doesn't it look cute though, Judge?
Yes, it's cute. It seems to be bedazzled and pink.
It's my darters.
It's his darters, Judge.
All right,
That rifle
Get that outta here.
C-word.
get out of here, Jeddah Zendaya. Take your gun with you and head to the fart chamber for 100 farts.
Now, which way is the fart chamber from?
Right along that way.
Oh, they got a CGI in here. That's great.
Yes, we should really remove... Seems the fart machine is already firing up.
This is fine.
Excellent. Now, folks, well done. It seems we've served some hard justice to Mr. Jeddah Zendaya for his heinous crime of farting on a baby. But the night's not over. We'll be bringing out another defendant in a moment, and you, the jurors at home, will have to decide whether they're guilty or not. We already brought 3 witnesses to the stand, and that really helped us in that case, especially the sunflower, who I guess just went and killed itself. For $5, you can bring your own witness to the stand. Let us know who you want to bring, and we'll put them on the stand. We've got 1 sub so far tonight. If we get 19 more subscriptions over the course of this evening, we'll head to the police station for some much-needed firearm training.
I can see the sunflower eating some blackened shrimp across the street at the TGI Fridays. They're going to make it.
Good. Okay, I'm glad. It seems that we've done some sort of wellness check on the sunflower. They're doing just fine. That's great to see. Anyway, folks, you guys get how it works. Most of the information is on your screen. Join the Everything Now Show Discord. There's a link in the chat. If you do, you can submit images like the ones that we've already seen displayed on the television. That evidence is critical to these proceedings. But now what we have to do is figure out what this next defendant stands accused of. So if you wouldn't mind, jurors in the chat, please start listing off some crimes, and I'll be reminded of what this next defendant is accused of doing. Eating sushi with a fork. Yikes. Bogarting the doobie. 2 already terrible crimes. Being a baby. Okay, that's interesting. Not technically illegal in this jurisdiction, but maybe so.
Should be.
Selling teens fake drugs. That's pretty fucked up. If you're gonna sell drugs to teens, please sell them real drugs. De-virgining olive oil. Enticing me with their lying eyes. Buttering the outside of a sandwich. Accidentally getting an influencer's frame. Oh, getting in an influencer's frame. Roller skating inside of a bank and then getting skid marks all over the floor. That's very specific. Tipping too much. Cheeseburger pizza. Interesting. Posting U.S. intelligence files on Discord. We actually encourage that. We're all about, creating a transparent government here. Being on Facebook, impersonating a man, impersonating a judge, kissing me gently, pooping in the display toilet. All right, we already did 1 fart one on the night. We're not gonna do any more poopy fart stuff. Seems like the fart chamber is still working. Went to crazy sauce at karaoke. From Juror the Luke Man. We're gonna take that. Went too crazy sauce at karaoke. Yes, going a little bit too crazy at karaoke. Now, doing a little, brown eyed girl or
Why are you on Facebook?
Or Why Are You on Facebook? These are classics that no one's going to get too upset about. But when you start doing really insane songs, some of that screamo stuff, or like you pick a song that's maybe like 8 minutes long, that's a little bit too crazy sauce in this jurisdiction, and it's not only rude, it's downright criminal. This next defendant that will be taking the podium is accused of just such a crime, going a little bit too crazy sauce at karaoke. Defendant, take the stand and please state your name for the record.
Hey, everybody. Cheers. I'm William Shakespeare.
Okay, there's no... Please don't clap for the defendant.
Would you like an autograph?
Nope, don't.
Here's an
Okay.
autograph. Here you go.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, and
There you go.
wow, you are fast. You just ran across the room very quickly.
Yes.
Is how we'll decide to explain that. Now, Mr. Shakespeare, I have to let you know that it's not actually allowed to drink in the courthouse during a proceeding.
What if you're famous?
Got you there, Judge.
Well, no, he did not get me there.
Got your ass.
The rules do not apply differently to famous people. Okay, yeah, just chug it. Just if you're gonna do it, get it down the hatch. Because we got some serious business to attend to here, Mr.
I'm serious.
Okay, you're the bard is what's
I'm
listed on
sorry,
your case
haven't
file?
you read me in school? To be or not to be, that is the question.
Your case file just says the bard. I'm assuming you are Sir William Shakespeare,
I
the famous
said that,
playwright.
yes.
Okay,
It
got
says
it.
that right there on your autograph that I just gave you.
I see that here now, yes, on my, you just wrote in Sharpie on my desk.
Yep.
Well, Mr. Shakespeare, you stand accused right now of going a little bit too crazy sauce at karaoke. Care to explain?
Me, crazy sauce? I mean, couldn't we use more eloquent terms? I just thought that the rhythm of the songs was quite poetic, and I thought I would groove along to it. My fans wanted to hear me sing, Let me hear that heartbeat running away. Got you feel that boom with a ba-boom with a ba-bay,
Now, be very careful, Mr. Shakespeare. No, please, do not clap for the defendant. Mr. Shakespeare, please be very careful, because if you commit that same crime in here, there's no double jeopardy here, all right? We can add that to the list of crimes.
Why don't you have a karaoke machine in here?
Well, because we
Great
want to, we want to avoid this very situation where someone were to go a bit too crazy sauce on the
Crazy
karaoke.
sauce.
Now, please, Mr. Shakespeare, if you wouldn't mind running me through the evening. What happened? What led you to be at this karaoke scenario?
Set the scene. I, William Shakespeare, lay down my life in the karaoke sushi Japanese restaurant. I go in. I see Juliet to my right, Romeo to my left. They say, do it. Just do it. We all want it. I go up. Nicki Minaj is playing. Love her. One of the greatest writers that I know of my generation. And I sing it off. Like with my mouth like this.
Okay, and now is that a human skull that you brought into the courtroom, Mr. Shakespeare?
No.
Okay, great, because that would be a
definitely
big problem.
not. Definitely not a human skull. No. Got it at the Party City.
Now, we have a question here from one of our jurors who wants to know, and thank you, Just a Tiny Taste, for the subscription. Let us know what written testimony you'd like to add. We have a question here from one of our jurors who wants to know, what is your go-to karaoke song?
Well, that would be Happy Birthday.
Your go-to karaoke song is Happy Birthday?
Yes. I know the
pleaser,
words.
Judge.
And I'm in it. Happy birthday to me.
Oh, you say Happy Birthday to me?
Yes, I make everybody in the club say it.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
Like this! Happy birthday to me. You say me. Oh no, you're
Everybody
right.
says me?
I want everyone to feel special. So they all say me.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I see. Now, just a moment ago, Mr. Shakespeare, you said that Romeo and Juliet were there with you at
Yes.
the Japanese sushi karaoke bar.
Before they killed themselves.
Now, I hope you weren't doing any drinking there.
No! I wasn't.
Because they're like 13, right? Now, what's a grown balding man like you going
Whoa.
out and doing karaoke with a couple of young teenagers? And I'd love to, if we could, get Romeo or Juliet to take the witness stand. I'm not sure if they're here
We
today.
got some written testimony as
We-
well whenever you're ready.
Excellent. Let's have a look at that written testimony. Witness Just a Tiny Taste says, nice pews in this church, but the karaoke machine stole my quarters. Okay, I think there might be some confusion here from one of our witnesses. This is not a church.
I go to
This is a court of law.
I pray for my plays to be better.
You pray for them to be better? Well,
Yes.
I mean...
So then when my friends write the play...
Excuse me? Did you say... I thought you were the author
No,
of all of your...
I am the author. And that's not a...
Okay, because you just said when my friends write the
No,
plays.
when they give me... We have a writer's room, and they I say most of the things, and then they're like, yes, good job. But they don't really say anything, really. They don't really suggest anything. I wrote Romeo and Juliet. I wrote West Side Story. I wrote Jaws.
You wrote, hold on. You wrote Jaws? Now we are going to, before you answer that question, I want to let you know that we are going to get the Scottish Prince. Are we allowed to say that in here? His name? Isn't it like bad luck?
This is a theater, Judge.
I would say it's a theater of, well, no, in fact, it's not a theater. Some people say that this is a theater and that this is all just theatrics, but this is legitimate law we're doing. So I'll say it.
You show jury duty all of a sudden, Judge?
No,
Are
we
you
are
like
not.
Aaron Holt's dad all of a sudden, Judge?
No.
on Freebie.
We are not jury duty currently viewable on Freebie featuring friend of the show, David Brown. We are a legitimate court of law, and so I will say it loudly and proudly. Macbeth! Macbeth! Let luck strike me down if that name is cursed in these hallowed halls. We're going to get Macbeth on the stand. Now, what say you to that, Shakespeare?
I wrote him, so he'll know what to say.
Well, I hope you weren't coaching the witnesses before they take the stand, Mr. Mr. Shakespeare.
See, this is what happens when you say the name. You mess up.
Okay, it's not like, Beetlejuice, all right? He's not gonna...
Don't say it 2 more times.
That I believe in. That I'm not gonna do.
I don't know.
Bloody Mary, Beetlejuice, I don't do those.
I think something bad is gonna happen to you.
I really hope you're wrong. Shakespeare, while we're waiting for the witness to take the stand...
You choose to say. You can say.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
While we wait for Macbeth to take the stand, I'd like you to just clarify a little bit more what it was that made you decide to take 2 13-year-old children to a karaoke bar with you.
It wasn't just us there. Macbeth was there. I can say it. I wrote it. He was there. Richard III. All my characters were there. But we're just trying to come up with like an ensemble devised clown piece together, and we were just having a good time. It wasn't just me with 13-year-olds. I wouldn't ever do that.
Okay, well, Mr. Shakespeare, I'm going to now give the floor to our witness, who is taking the stand now. Witness, if you wouldn't mind, please stating your name for the record. Bailiff, is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine, Judge. I gotta change his name.
Okay,
That's
well,
what happens when you say Macbeth.
seems like things are starting to go a little bit awry here in the courthouse, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that we've now said Macbeth probably a dozen times.
Or someone else is now the engineer. Nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with any of that. I've noticed a lot of things just happened all at once as well. We seem to have gotten some visual evidence, which we'll be displaying in just a moment, and a subscription from Witness Siloth. Thank you, Siloth. If you have some written testimony you'd like to introduce to the court, please write it in the chat and let us know what that is.
Let's fucking rock and roll, Judge.
Let's go to our witness.
So it's my understanding that someone said my name 3 times. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
So here I am.
Is that how that works? You go by Beetlejuice rules?
Yes, indeed, it's Beetlejuice rules, yes.
And how do you know the defendant here, Mr. Shakespeare?
We go back a long ways.
You could say that he came from this little thing. The pen.
Ah,
I also sprang forth from my father's cock.
okay. What?
This pen and his father's cock. That's how it is.
All right, Macbeth, I don't want to take too much of your time here, so if you wouldn't mind just telling me a little bit more about this situation where you, Shakespeare, a couple of 13-year-olds, and I guess a bunch of other fictional characters went to a Japanese sushi bar that had karaoke.
Do you mind if I stop you right there and ask you a question?
Typically, I'm the one who does the question asking, Macbeth, but I suppose I'll allow it.
Do you have Denzel's phone number?
Denzel who?
Washington.
Denzel, do I have Denzel Washington's phone number?
He played me in a film the other day, and I wanted to talk to him about. So I had some notes.
All right, no, I don't have Denzel Washington's phone number. So can you tell me a little bit more about the karaoke incident?
No one seems to have his phone number, and I feel like eventually somebody's got to have his phone number, right?
I have his son's phone number.
What? He was in Tenet.
He was in Black Klansman.
Do you have IMDb Pro?
It costs so much money. I know that I know that it's a little bit cheaper if you've got Amazon Prime, but I
For
feel
real,
like
how much does it cost a month? Real question.
IMDb Pro,
Yeah.
like $15.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What?
It's a lot. Not if you're famous.
Oh!
Yeah, I think if you're famous, your representation usually
Yeah.
just handles that. You know, you get your agent
Yeah.
or your manager to buy it for you.
Yeah, my rep is God. So,
Wow.
You've
That-
got to spend money to make money.
yeah.
That's right. All right, Macbeth. Well, if you refuse to do anything useful for the court, I think you're probably free to go. We appreciate you taking the stand. Do you have any, I guess, closing remarks?
I like to sing Frankie Teardrop by Suicide at karaoke.
Great. Thank
Do
you,
it.
Macbeth.
No,
Do it!
do it.
Yeah,
Have
do
to do
it!
it.
It sounded so good last time.
Fine. Macbeth, sing your song.
Frankie Teardrop, 20-year-old Frankie. He's got a wife and kids. He's working at the factory, working a 9 to 5. Turn the mics down real quick. Are the mics down low? Ah! Ah! Ah!
Thank you for that, Macbeth. You're free to go. That was illuminating.
Judge, we had a evidence to show.
Excellent. Mr. Shakespeare,
Yes.
I see we have some visual evidence here that was submitted by one of the jurors in the Discord. We're going to have a look at that now, and I'd like for you to explain what we're looking at.
Alright. Oh! Well. That is Juliet. That's a Diet Coke. That's a Diet Coke.
Let's have another look at that.
Look at the color! Diet Coke. I was sporting my cheetah print. Go animals.
You say go animals?
Yeah, we're
Animals,
always
animals,
yeah,
animals.
We're always supporting people. What about animals? Huh, I think I got the next idea for my next play. Animals, but they kiss.
Okay, that's very interesting, Mr. Shakespeare.
Mwah.
Okay.
Utopia!
Yeah. Oh yes, but more kissing.
William Shakespeare's Utopia.
I'm a furry. Yeah, I'm a furry.
You're a furry. Okay, wow. We're learning a lot here. I don't know if it's necessarily relevant to this particular trial. Now, Bailiff, did we get any written testimony from that last subscriber? All right, let's have a look at the written testimony here. Witness Silas says, 4 other dudes were up on stage singing with Will, but he kept claiming all the credit for how good it was. Interesting. What say you to that, Mr. Shakespeare?
Who said that?
That was Siloth.
No, I know who that is. It's Francis fucking Bacon!
You think that was Francis
Yeah,
Bacon?
that's fucking Francis Bacon. Oh, he thinks, oh yeah, I wrote all the best stuff now.
It's a Twitch username, Judge. It could be Francis
You
Bacon.
think perhaps it was some
Yep.
sort of pseudonym? Interesting. You know, the topic of pseudonyms keeps coming up tonight. Care to speak on that, Mr. Shakespeare? A pen name? A moniker one might use if they wanted to disguise who really wrote their work?
My name is Refined William Shakespeare. No, it's just me, you know. There's not 4 other guys, including Francis Bacon. It's just a name, and people like me, and people just wish they were me, you know. You wish you were me, right?
I don't know about that,
Come on.
Mr. Shakespeare. Don't come over here. We're on 2 opposite
on.
sides of the room. Now,
You wish.
Mr. Shakespeare, in a moment I'm going to open it up to our jurors to ask some questions directly to you, and I'll allow you to answer those questions. Then we're going to put it to a poll for our jurors to decide your fate. So, jurors, now, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask directly to Mr. Shakespeare, go ahead and start to write them in the chat. Mr. Shakespeare, if you wouldn't mind just answering these
For
questions,
sure.
go ahead there.
How
right
big
there.
is it? Well, my ego is huge. Well, do I take spec scripts? No, I do not take any submissions for scripts. No, yes, it's a closed writer's room.
What if I have IMDb Pro? Does that do anything for me?
It does absolutely nothing. Unless you are rep by God, I will not see you. All right, am I on steroids? Next question. My pronouns are everything, everywhere at once. Yes, yes, you shall compare me to a summer's day. Yes, that's my favorite line. Yes, thank you very much. Oh,
Bailiff, let's get that poll prepared while this is
the
happening.
poll better be to be or not to be. Wow. Yeah, I wrote that.
To be guilty or
Yeah,
not
to be guilty or not to be guilty. Yeah, you like that?
Hey, a little
Yeah,
two-hander
yeah, you
there,
like
Mr.
that?
Shakespeare. Make sure I get credit on that one.
Yeah,
I see
all
you've
right.
got a couple more questions here, Mr. Shakespeare.
All right. All right. Yes, Romeo must die. Yes, I really wanted that to happen. I maintain this mustache by just waking up every morning and feeling beautiful. I mean, you know, my servants do cut it for me time to time. You know, which plays did my friends write? Haha, nothing. They don't really write plays. It's more like a poem or two, or a sentence. They've shared a couple words with me. The Tempest was all me, okay? It might have been my last play, but it was all me.
Most mid-Shakespeare play, The Tempest.
It's one of my favorites.
Jurors, go ahead. The poll is open now. Please select 1 for forsooth and 2 for nay. The question, of course, is to be guilty or not to be guilty. That is the rub.
I want to say that I did like Romeo and Juliet. That was the only remake of one of my plays that I enjoyed. I hate West Side Story. Nobody in my plays goes like this. All right?
What about the, like, Leonardo DiCaprio version of Romeo and Juliet that they did in, like, I want to say the early 2000s?
Yeah, Baz Luhrmann made that one.
How old was he in that?
He was probably in his, like, what, like late 20s maybe?
Late 20s.
You wouldn't... The actor wouldn't date the character if that clarifies it in any way.
Wow.
All right, I approve of it. He was hot. I'm not gay. Doesn't matter.
Dude, that's
Wouldn't matter. Hey, wouldn't be a problem if it was.
Doesn't matter.
We're all... Hey, you're amongst friends. here,
Yeah,
bro.
right. I am amongst friends.
It's all good. All right, well, I think we can go ahead and close out that poll. And it
Looking
seems...
good.
Well, it seems that the jury has found you forsooth
Oh, that means
on
good.
the question of guilty, which I think...
It's not guilty. It's forsooth.
No, I think it means yes, you are a guilty. And let's go ahead and close out the poll.
Oh, my.
Indeed. Go ahead and close out that poll, bailiff.
And indeed means yes.
Oh,
Judge.
right. I know
Yes.
language. I invented it.
Well, I don't know about that, Mr. Shakespeare. What I do know is that our jurors have found you guilty, Mr. Shakespeare, of the crime of going a little bit too crazy sauce at karaoke. Now, no, stop that.
What are you gonna do? Send me to jail?
Well, not necessarily. We're going to figure out now, Mr. Shakespeare, what your punishment is. So, if you wouldn't mind, please, jurors, let us know. What is the punishment for the bard, whom we've now discovered went a little bit too crazy sauce at karaoke?
In addition to your punishment by way of the law, you're also being canceled for Caliban and Shylock.
Whoa!
About time.
We don't talk about that.
About time.
That was the one thing I didn't write.
You didn't write the Shylock
Who wrote
thing?
that
Nope.
one?
Who was that?
That was definitely Bacon.
That was Francis Bacon,
That was
notorious anti-Semite. Now,
Yep.
let's see. We've got, wow, interesting
I have
here.
to write for SNL. Yeah, that'd be good.
That is
So,
that
what a
is
punishment.
a pretty gruesome punishment.
Yeah.
Another
Um,
Epo baby.
Has to write a Family Guy script. Has to write the next
This is
MCU movie. Has to write for SNL. Yeah, we got a couple people suggesting that your punishment will be to write the next installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Go animals.
No, that's not supposed to be fun.
Animals. Animals.
No.
Animals.
We're gonna make this particularly painful for you, Mr. Shakespeare. You're going to be writing the sequel to The Eternals.
Hey, you rot!
Good luck.
Okay. Well.
Take care, Mr. Shakespeare. I hope you've learned your lesson.
All right. Well. Fuck you.
Okay, all right. That's not It's contempt, but we'll let it slide.
He's
Now,
got away with words, Judge.
he certainly does.
Let's go.
He certainly does.
Also, he was low-key fat-shaming when he wrote Falstaff.
Another great point. Another great point. Well, folks, that's 2 for 2 on guilty defendants here in the Everything Now Court of Law. If you're just joining us, my name is Judge Learned Hand, and you at home are our jurors tonight. It seems that we've already got 3 subscriptions so far tonight. Some excellent written testimony has been submitted, but if we get 17 more subscriptions, yes, a mere 17 more subscriptions, we will head on down.
Not looking good.
Not
Judge.
looking good, but I
That's like
have
a cup
faith.
of coffee.
I have faith in our citizens that they'll do the right thing and subscribe 17 more times so that we can head on down to the police station for some much needed firearm training where you at home will help our boys in blue figure out which perp to shoot and which innocent bystander should go free. It's a lot of fun. I recommend helping out to reach that goal. There's a couple other ways that you can interact. Most of them are on the screen. There's another one on the TV here. Join the Everything Now Show Discord. If you haven't, click the link in the chat. If you join the Discord, you can submit visual evidence, and we'll display it right here on this television screen. You might be the one to determine the fate of the next defendant.
Now, this is a television scream.
Now, this is a television. That's very good. Very good. Very good, bailiff. Now, to get us started on this next defendant, what I need is another crime. Yes, please. Jurors in the chat, list off another crime, and we'll figure out what this next defendant stands accused of. Go ahead and tell us what it is. Rushing to Applebee's for the Wi-Fi so I can play the training game. What is the training game? Oh, I see. Rushing to, I see what you're saying now. Got it. Okay. Kissing a girl and liked it. Messing up the Netflix algorithm. The crime of Passion of the Christ. Shredding too hard. Mopery. Zodiac Killer. Smuggling parrots across the Mexican border. Illegal backyard horse breeding. Scared a cow. Decent exposure. Eating Doritos with a fork. Peeing on the third rail. Stealing the Gravitron from the carnival. Licking feet in public. Wearing too much Dracar Noir. Jack the Ripper. Disco on Sunday. You know what? I think we're gonna take smuggling parrots across the border to Mexico because that came from a juror whose username I don't recognize. All right, folks. This next crime, of course, is smuggling parrots across the border into Mexico. Now, not to be confused with the totally legal action of smuggling parrots from Mexico back into the United States. That, of course, is not a crime, and it's actually pretty cool because parrots are the fun animal that can talk to you. But what we don't want is people taking away these cool talking animals and sending them over to Mexico. So this next defendant is accused of just that, and it's going to be up to you, our jurors at home, to help us determine whether or not they're guilty. Defendant, please state your name for the record.
Yeah, hi, Doctor. Dr. Sex is my name. Hi.
Dr. Sex, I
Yes.
see. It seems like...
My hair is getting cropped.
Oh, I thought you just had a flat top.
Nope.
Is that not what you look like?
Nope.
Okay,
Look,
well...
cut back.
No, I can't yet.
Okay.
I can't do that just yet because I've got to tell you, Dr. Sex, that the crimes that you stand accused of today are very serious. And I hope
What?
you understand that.
Listen, I'm a medical doctor, okay? You're telling me I'm committing crimes? It's a very serious accusation.
I agree, it is a very serious accusation, and one that I'm hoping that you can allay over the course of this proceeding.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, it seems like we were able to fix your hair.
Yep. That's how it looks.
Well, Dr. Sex, I guess the first place to start is, are you in possession currently, or have you ever been in possession of parrots?
Have I been around parrots in my life? Yes, of course. I'm not gonna say I haven't.
And have you been in possession of said parrots?
Have I been in them where they're in my house? Yeah. Have I brought them to places? Yeah. But smuggling them? That's hearsay, doctor.
Now, can you tell me a little bit more about the circumstances under which you were bringing parrots from one place to another?
You got them, you gotta take them. Like, can I talk a little bit about myself, maybe?
in the context of having
Yeah.
parrots, that would be helpful.
So I'm Dr. Sex. I'm a doctor, but I'm also like a sex doctor. You know, I like teach people how to like be good at sex, and that's kind of my whole gimmick. I did go to medical school, don't get me wrong, but I've kind of pivoted to being like, this is how you be a great lay. This is how you make people think you're good at sex. You know what I mean?
Doctors typically don't refer to their specialization as a gimmick, Dr. Sex.
Well, I'm just sort of breaking the veil, right? Like, let's stop all this. And that's sexy, by the way, to not be sort of trying to act like you're all good and stuff, to just sort of be honest and open with yourself. That's very sexy.
Are you doing like a pickup artist thing right now, where you're trying to teach me how to be sexy?
I mean, I could help you if you want.
I don't need any help.
Are you sure you don't need any help, doctor?
Look, even if I were able to seduce a woman, my dick hasn't worked in years.
I can help you with that. I'm a doctor. Have you taken a bunch of pills?
I take a lot of pills. Not for my dick, but just generally.
Okay, well maybe we take less of those, more of some others. Call me. Let's set up a time. Let's meet.
I would love to do that, Dr. Sex, and if this goes the way that I'm hoping, I think both of us are hoping for it to go, I'd love to establish a relationship in that way with you, but right now we've got to talk about these parrots, so please, Dr. Sex, tell me more about these parrots and why you're bringing them from place to place.
Okay, well, so some of the advice I give my patients about how to be very good at sex. One thing I say, make a lot of money. Make a lot of money and be very rich and successful. Because
did you make a lot of money? Are you very rich and successful?
I'm doing okay.
All right, well, I don't mean to make this uncomfortable for you, Dr. Sex, but we are going to be bringing your ex-wife to the witness stand.
Or ex-girlfriend.
Or ex-girlfriend.
Ex-partner, Judge. It's my ex-partner.
Okay, well, I guess my question regarding your finances was about whether or not you may have lost something in the... And we are also going to get Toucan Sam Zakarian. But first we're going to get your ex.
What could that be?
I have no idea, but I'm sure we're going to find out. Dr. Sex, is there anything that you'd like us to know about your ex before we bring them to the stand?
Just that... take what they say with a grain of salt, is what I would say.
Why is that?
Just because they're kind of a fucking liar. Fucking lying about all types of shit.
What sort of things are they lying about, Dr. Sex?
About me and the way I am and the way they are, and about our relationship, and about the dynamic between us, and about what my friends think of me, and about what their friends think of them.
I see. Well, it seems that you're trying to attack their character right now to make our jurors believe their testimony a little bit less.
We're very amicable. We're still friends.
Okay, well that's great to hear because
but
in a moment...
Judge, she's fucking liar about everything all the time.
Okay, well, jurors, now you understand some context here for this next witness. We're going to be bringing them to the stand right now. Mr. Sex, how do you typically refer to your wife?
Ex-partner?
Yes.
I just say, you.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Thank you so much, Toucan IRL. Wow, we got a real running theme going on right now. Toucan IRL, thank you for the subscription. If you'd like to submit some written testimony, you can go ahead and do that. We'll show it on the stream in just a moment. But first, let's go ahead to the witness stand. Witness, if you wouldn't mind, please stating your name for the record.
Yeah, hi, I'm Medusa, his ex-girlfriend.
Medusa, okay, I see. And should I not be looking at you right now?
Hey, Judge, I'll tell you, don't look at her because she's ugly.
That was the biggest problem in our relationship. He called me this, that, and then he wouldn't even look at me. I mean, why don't you want to look at me? I mean, there's something wrong with my eyes?
Don't do it, Judge.
I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look.
Over here.
Okay, you've
calcified.
All right, it seems that someone has calcified our bailiff. If we could get someone to take a look at that. Now, Miss Medusa, could you please describe your relationship with Dr. Sex?
Yeah, so I went in to go get some pills from him one day, and he prescribed them to me because I, wanted people to be able to look at me.
And then, like I do with all my patients, I aggressively hit on her.
Yeah, I mean, it was really hot. But then he said that the pills would work, He said that I'd be able to look at people and that people would look at me, but he's a liar. I mean, he never looks at me. Ever.
Not gonna fall for it. I'm Judge. I'm doing a thing where I'm negging.
What does that mean?
It's you make them feel bad about themselves, and then you're like, but I'll still hang out, I guess.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
My
but that's fine.
My ears work.
I'm done. We're done, so whatever.
Okay, It's cool. I'm dating Hades now.
What?
Yeah,
When?
like 2 weeks ago.
Whoa. Wow. Okay. No, good for you. Really good for you.
Yeah.
Really, it's great.
Medusa, if you wouldn't mind, I don't want to get too sort of caught in the weeds regarding your marital status or relationship status. What we're here to discuss is whether or not Dr. Ass smuggled parrots into Mexico.
Dr. Ass, Judge.
Sorry, Dr. Sex. Sorry, I'm getting you confused with my therapist.
Okay.
Oh, you see
Dr.
him?
Sex.
I see Dr. Ass too. Yeah.
You also
Yeah, I
see
also see
Dr.
Dr.
Ass?
Ass,
He's a very popular
He makes
therapist.
me feel
in
very
town.
bad about myself, but in
Yeah,
a way I
good.
think
I
it's
tell
good.
him to do that. Yeah.
Okay, my apologies. Medusa, if you wouldn't mind, please, if you have any information relevant to Dr. Sex in regards to his smuggling parrots into Mexico.
So, since my boyfriend is Hades, you know, he can see all. And he definitely saw you on tape smuggling those parrots.
So he can see all and he saw a tape? He didn't see me doing it? He saw
He
a tape of me
recorded
doing it?
He recorded because it was specifically you. Like, he brought in. He was recording you.
Oh, so you're still thinking about me. You're getting your new boyfriend to... Okay, that's interesting.
I'm not.
That's
He's
interesting.
the jealous one. You know, I don't care about you.
Interesting.
Okay,
Look,
I feel
look,
like
I
we're
don't
getting
care.
sidetracked here a little bit.
I'm not gonna look.
Look, I don't
No,
care.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Don't
No, no.
Medusa, please
Come
put your
on.
glasses back on for the safety of everybody in the courthouse. Now, in a moment we're gonna let you go, Medusa, but I want to give you an opportunity to make any closing remarks here while you're on the stand.
He's guilty.
Okay, great. Thank you, Medusa. Very strong closing remarks there. Dr. Sex, do you have any?
Yeah, Judge, do you
counterpoint?
know who Hades is?
Yeah, he's like the
God
god
of the underworld?
Yeah.
That's where they do bad things.
It's a fair point, yeah.
So if he says I'm guilty, doesn't that mean I'm innocent?
Well, I'm not sure if I would go as far as to say that. If someone were to bring him to the witness stand, we could interrogate him and maybe get to the bottom of this tape situation. But in the
We have
meantime,
to bring Toucan Sam, the Armenian guy?
oh right, I forgot we've got Toucan Sam, the Armenian guy. So we're gonna get him on the stand.
Judge, we have gotten so sidetracked from the parrots, which is the root of this issue.
Thank you for bringing me back to that, Dr. Sex. You are going to explain to me why it is that you had parrots and you were bringing them around.
What I
places.
was saying was, you want to be good at sex, make lots of money, and be very rich guy. And a good way to be rich guy is to have lots of nice things. So,
Okay, I'm
girl
following
comes to your
you
house.
so far.
She's like, wow, this is what I tell my patients. She's like, wow, this house is so crazy and nice. Like, it's fine that you like you immediately ejaculate as soon as like I take my top off.
That's what they
fine.
say to you?
That's what they say. They're like, wow. I mean, I would say that's bad sex, but like, look at this giant fish tank you have. So one thing I tell my patients, I prescribe to my patients, big huge bird cage in the middle of the living room, right? Big huge bird cage, and in it bunch of birds flying around all the time. And they're like, wow, an indoor like bird sanctuary. You must be great at sex.
I see. So the parrots that you have and are transporting are part of this sort of, I guess, like pickup artist program. And I want to get into that more, but we do have some written testimony here that I'd like to take a look at. Let's have a look at that first. Toucan IRL says, his credentials are fake. He uses the coat and hair to facilitate his smuggling. Wow.
My credentials are not fake. I am a certified chiropractor.
I thought you said that you were a sex doctor.
Yeah, I'm a certified doctor of chiropractic. You can't get a doctorate in sex.
Yeah, that's why I was
ridiculous. That
confused.
doesn't make any fucking sense, Judge.
Well, that's what you
Straightened
said.
me right out.
All right, we've got
Judge is an idiot!
We've got a witness on the stand who seems to be eager to share their testimony, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it to them. Witness, if you wouldn't mind, please stating your name for the record.
I'm the thing just beneath me on the crawl. Toucan Sam Zacharian.
And if you wouldn't mind, witness, please maybe turn your head to the profile so we can get a little better look at you.
Now he's a guy.
Yeah, it's kind of like a beak, see?
Look at that. I'm the version of Toucan Sam that they made for Burning Man.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, you sort of have a weird, steampunk vibe to you.
Why the fuck would you say something like that?
Is that offensive? You're the one who said that you're
Oh, I
Burning
don't
Man
know,
Toucan
Dr.
Sam.
Sex. Let's use your PhD. Is it offensive to say someone is weird?
Yeah, it's pretty rude. So I'll say the judge is in trouble for that one. Maybe he should stand trial.
That is true. I'm also from the video game Bloodborne.
Okay, lot going on
Lots
here.
going on with me.
Now, Toucan Sam Zakarian, were
Great
you one
pronunciation,
of...
Judge.
Say?
Great pronunciation, Judge.
Thank you.
It's Zacharian.
Okay, well, I got a great pronunciation from Dr. Sex here, so I'm going to stick with Zakarian.
Leading
Toucan
the
Sam
witness,
Zakarian.
objection.
Nope. Can you please let me know how it is that you know the defendant, Dr. Sex?
We've been fucking for years.
Oh, wow.
I went in to have my back readjusted against the best wishes of all of my good friends. I sat him down.
And like I do with all my patients, I aggressively hit on him.
Exactly. He's impartial. He does it with every single person that comes into the office, man or machine birth hybrid. So we started fucking.
I guess that answers that question. I guess
He rocked my shit.
And at any point during your romantic tryst, Mr. Toucan Sam, we have a question here also from one of our witnesses. Is it true that they call him Toucan Sam because of his insane girth? I guess like Toucan Sam, like your...
What do you mean there, Judge? Speak on that.
I'm saying, I guess the implication, and I may have this wrong, is that your penis is so girthy and wide that it is the sort of circumference or diameter of 2 cans, perhaps say like an Arizona or a Coke can.
Well, I'm loath to enable your crass misapprehensions about my sexual prowess. I will say this. I went in to have my back adjusted by Dr. Sex and then promptly had my back walls blown out.
Okay, all right. We've got one last question for you,
Oh, I
Toucan
think
Sam.
that's the end of my bit.
Nope, we have to have you say
That's almost certainly the most toothpaste we're going to be able to squeeze out of this tube.
I'm inclined to agree with you, Toucan Sam, but there's one more question here that remains on my docket, which is, can you say your famous catchphrase?
It's only one trip to this. When you're going down to the store, you've gotta make it fast when you're doing it. When you're all the way over to the other side, and
It's
then
only
from
one
there,
trip.
and then when
Still
you're there,
going.
you do a fun thing where you do a little dance, and that's really good and great and excellent. And now I'm having a small stroke, but that's fine because
Great.
my
Thank
toucan.
Thank you.
Cut his mic.
Yeah,
Cut his
I'm
mic.
having a great time.
Cut his mic.
I'm
Bailiff.
having a great time.
Cut his
Bailiff, get him
mic.
out of here. Bailiff, get him out of here. Okay.
Who
Wow.
got that full thing? Who can write that full
Yeah,
thing out?
please, if
And
there's-
Judge, if you have a situation where you don't have a toucan-sized penis or it doesn't work so good, there's a simple solution to this, okay? This is what I tell all my patients. Go to business school. Wear exclusively Nautica clothing. Get $80 haircut. Get $80 haircut. Find one of the meanest women you've ever found in your life, and then she will cheat on you. But you can, that's your girlfriend.
Wow, compelling argument there, Mr. Dr. Sex. I will let our jurors decide whether or not that will persuade them. We've had a lot of interesting written, visual, actually no visual testimony, I don't think, during this particular trial. If you want to submit some in the Discord, go ahead now, jurors. But I want to, in a moment, bring it to a vote for our jurors, and while
We're getting
that's
someone,
happening...
I want a girlfriend that doesn't cheat on me, so this is a little more complex. This involves having empathy, being a relatable person, being kind, giving as much as you're receiving. I'm bypassing all that. We don't need to worry about all that. What I do is I'm like, here's a bunch of pills, get a big bird cage in your house, find one of the worst people you've ever met. They will be horrible to you and cheat on you, but hey, we did it. You ejaculate as soon as she takes her shirt off. Congratulations.
Okay, well, I hope that answers your question, jurors. In a moment, we'll pull up that poll, and in the meantime, now, Dr. Sex, you can make your closing remarks, and if you see any questions coming up from our jurors, feel free to answer those as well.
Sure, yeah, absolutely, I can do that. And just like I saw some stuff, I've had sex.
What was that?
I just saw some stuff earlier. I've had sex.
Oh, okay.
So,
How often?
it's all the time. more than
Kind of sounds like maybe you haven't.
Ballpark that.
like all the weeks.
Maybe all the way, like every
Like
day of the week.
every time there's a week.
Were you safe?
I'm dangerous.
Let's get that poll up, bailiff.
It's not a good thing to be with sex, I don't think.
All right,
Jurors, go
hang
ahead
on.
and ask some questions to the defendant while the votes are coming in.
What do you consider sex? You know, it's when she takes her shirt off and then you get really scared. That's sex. What about the parrots? Nah. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I got them from a guy. You've had sex. Name 3 positions. Okay. On opposite sides of the bed with her having her shirt off. Both sitting at the same side of the bed, facing the wall. She takes her shirt off. You're looking at her this way. And then she comes out of the bathroom, takes her shirt off. You're laying on the bed. Those are the 3 positions. How do I stop my wife from leaving me? That's not my department. I can't get you anything there. I have a 100% wife leaving you rate with my patients, unfortunately.
All right, let's go ahead and close out the poll. All right, yeah, I figured that one was coming. We can go ahead and close that out as well, bailiff. Thank you. Dr. Sex, it brings me no pleasure to announce that our jurors have found you guilty
What?
of smuggling parrots.
Just because my parrots came illegally from Mexico, now I'm smuggling them?
Yes, yeah.
What kind of kangaroo court is this?
It's not a kangaroo court, it's a court for humans like you, Dr. Sex, humans who don't understand the law. Now, all that's left to do is determine your punishment. So, jurors in the chat, please let me know, what is the punishment for smuggling parrots across the border into Mexico? Killed.
Wait, no, I'm
Demoted
such
to
a positive
third
influence
base.
on the world, Judge, please. I help so many men be good with my lessons. You can't get rid of me.
Off with his head.
I'm doing
Must have
so good
parrots
for
in the room while
Nautica
he
and
has sex.
Patagonia.
Hey, Judge.
It's a good point, bailiff. Has to have sex with a real woman. I don't know if we're going to be able to make that happen.
I can do that. That would be fine.
I don't think so. No more podcasts. Yeah,
What?
this guy seems really big into podcasts. What podcast do you listen to, Dr. Sex?
I listen to one that's another sex doctor, and I kind of just try to take whatever I can get from him, and then Joe Rogan.
Dr. Sex, you are sentenced to 12 months without
Oh, and Come Town.
the Joe Rogan Experience or Come Town.
No! Not my 2 favorite podcasts, the Joe Rogan Experience and Come Town. The duality of man presented right there.
Sorry. Farewell. Take care, Dr. Sex. I hope you've learned your lesson not to smuggle
Can
parrots.
I listen to the basketball podcast?
Yeah, you can still listen to the flagrant ones. All right.
Okay, what about the one with that guy?
Yeah,
Guy I
you
know.
can listen to that
What's
one
his
too.
name? Simmons?
Ben Simmons?
No, that's the player.
Oh, the guy who does like the rewatchables or
Bill Simmons?
All right, you got to get out of here, Dr.
All
Sex.
right,
We gotta
yeah, no,
move
you're
along.
right, you're right.
Got to move it along. 3 for 3 on the night. Wow, that rarely happens here, but you know it means that we're cleaning up the streets. Some much-needed cleaning of the streets of New York, of these dirty criminal scum. So great work, jurors in the chat. I'll just remind everybody now that we're only now 16 subs. Just a mere 16. Where are those people that jump in and donate 5 at a time? Come on, we know you're out there. Let's go to the police office or the police department, shoot some guns. It'll be a lot of fun. For 16 more subs, we can do that. So hit the button, you know the drill. If you're just joining us, my name, of course, is Judge Learned Hand. I preside over this court, but it's not up to me to determine the guilt of these defendants. It's up to you, the jurors at home. And you can do that by asking questions to the defendants, but also by submitting images that we'll display on this television right here in the Everything Now Show Discord. Join the Everything Now Show Discord, submit an image. We might use it as evidence in one of tonight's trials. Also, for $5, you can, call a witness to the stand, or submit written testimony by subscribing to the show. Any primers? Got any Twitch primers out there? You get a free sub every month if you have Amazon Prime. You guys know that, right? Free sub. Use it here. What, you gonna give it to fucking Hassan? He's got 1 million of those things. Come here. Thank you very much. Thank you, Hash Kush. All right, folks, This next defendant stands accused of a particularly serious crime that I've forgotten. So go ahead and let me know what that crime is in the chat right now. Corey Gamer, thank you so much. The follows are rolling in. Thank you. Welcome, jurors. You're just in time for this next crime. Jurors, what is the next crime that this defendant is? Wow, okay, everybody's being reminded to follow the show. If you don't follow the show, follow the fucking show. What are you guys doing? All right, being ugly, says Better Off Ted. Stealing candy from a baby. We already had one crime against a baby this evening, so we'll skip over that one. But over-sharpening pencils. Painted the neighbor's dog from first-time chatter, Nicholas Cage. Quality. Nicholas Cage. Thank you so much for reminding me, Nicholas Cage, of the heinous crime that this next defendant stands accused of. Yes, painting the neighbor's dog. Painting your own dog, no problem. In fact, it's kind of funny. But painting the neighbor's dog, well, that's downright criminal. And this next defendant stands accused of just that. So, defendant at the podium, please state your name for the record.
Yeah, my name's Jeremy Rindles.
Jeremy Rindles. Am I saying that right?
Jeremy Rindles says it right here.
I see that, yes, in your case file. Well, Mr. Rindles, how old are you?
I just turned 18.
Just turned 18. Well, old enough for the death penalty then, I suppose, Mr. Rindles. Now, this is a very serious crime you stand accused of, Mr. Rindles. Do you understand what you're accused of today?
Yeah.
Okay, and what's that?
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, what is the crime that you stand accused of? Do you know?
Oh, I'm standing.
Right, I understand that you're standing.
Hero!
No. Do not cheer for the defendant, please. Mr. Rindles, you stand accused of painting your neighbor's dog. Did you do that?
You said it. Yeah, wait, I'm not supposed to say whether I plead it.
You plead it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you mean that you plead not guilty. You did not paint the neighbor's dog.
No, I didn't do. Yeah, did not do it. If you wanted to pin something on me, good luck.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see whether or not you did do it. Thank you, by the way, Nicholas Cage, for the subscription. We're now only 15 subs away from reaching our goal and heading to the police department for some firearm training. But in the meantime, we gotta talk to Mr. Rindles here. Mr. Rindles, you're being very coy right now, and I'd encourage you to be candid with us. No, that's not a compliment, Mr. Rindles.
Thank you so much. I am coy and cute. That's what the ladies say.
Okay, well, you're not here to hit on anybody, Mr. Rindles. You're here to answer to your potential crimes. Now, we'll start with this. Does your neighbor have a dog? That's what I'm fucking talking about. Thank you, Anonymous, for the 5 gifted. Now we're fucking talking. Mr. Rindles, does your neighbor have a dog?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Rindles. That's when I say Mr. Rindles, I'm addressing you.
Okay, whoa. Anyone else feel like I'm getting attacked up here?
Yes.
Mr. Rindles, you're literally on trial.
Yeah, that's right. Basically, I'm just a kid, let's be honest.
Well, no, you are technically an adult now, Mr. Rindles. You're 18 years old. And before...
Oh, you got me. I'm 18, but I just turned it.
Okay, well...
All the ladies were at my birthday.
Oh, well, that's congratulations to you, Mr. Rindle. Now,
What's up, little girl?
please do not hit.
She's 18 as well.
That's legal, but not particularly appropriate for the courtroom, Mr. Rindle. Now, before you speak anymore...
Oh, hey, oh, hey.
This kid's
Oh.
Please do not hype up the crowd, Mr. Rindles. We've got some written testimony here
And
now
let me
that
see
you're
it.
going
Hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey. And let me see it now. Hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho.
This'll take
Hey.
him down in a peg.
Oh,
Judge.
let me hear you now. Hey.
We're going to
oh.
check out some written
And all
testimony
the ladies
now.
say, hey, oh, hey, oh.
Okay, this written testimony is from...
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Oh, what up?
This is
Oh.
Warren Winter, who says, what up, Jeremy?
Oh, hey, hey, warm winter, what up, girl? What's up, warm
please.
winter?
Those of you who are submitting written testimony, please do not use it as an opportunity to say what up to the defendant. That is not appropriate.
Hey, what's up, warm winter?
Now, Jeremy, I need you to focus here, okay? I asked you a question a moment ago before you started hyping up the crowd, and it was whether or not your neighbor has a dog.
What's it?
Does your neighbor have a dog, Jeremy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My little neighbor's got a dog. Hey! Oh! Hey!
Enough with the A's and O's, Mr. What is it? Rindles?
Rindles.
Mr. Rindles, what type of dog does your neighbor have?
Something almost the size of what you could kick. Or like a...
Okay, that is a very strange way of describing a dog, Mr. Rindles.
It's
Something
small
almost the
enough.
size of something
It's
you could kick.
it's small enough to kick and not big enough to punch. Does that make sense?
Unfortunately, it does make sense. I would prefer you not describe it that way, but I am able to sort of visualize what you're talking
Hey,
about.
what's that Justin Timberlake song where he's all like all the ladies and then all the guys?
That's most of them. Mr. Rindles, we do have some visual evidence here. Wow, thank you so much. QSMB. Whoa, okay, a lot of shit's going on. All right, we got some visual evidence here.
Hold on.
In just a moment. Thank you so much. Pierre Kilroy coming in clutch
We got that evidence.
with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. We do have some visual evidence now, though, Mr. Rindles, that we need to take a look at. So, Bailiff, are we prepared to show the visual evidence?
Yes, sir.
Let's have a look. Okay. All right, this seems fairly damning to me, Mr. Rindles. Care to explain?
Hey, did you know I just turned 18?
Yes. That actually feels no A's and O's.
Oh, hey, oh, another lady say, hey, oh, hey, oh.
Whoa, I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Holy shit. Sorry, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I meant to do this. Now, I want our jurors to take a very close look at this. The crime was painting the neighbor's dog. Oh my god, we're going crazy.
I'm hitting the gwitty.
Judge, he's hitting the gritty.
This defendant is widowy hitting the gwitty in my court. Defendant, you cannot widowy hit the gwitty in my damn courtroom. Do you understand?
Literally? Watch me. I'm hitting the gwitty.
All right, jurors, take a look at the evidence here. I think it's pretty clear to see. This is a dog. It's painted the number 18.
Hey, I gotta say one more thing. Does that dog look puntable?
Yep.
Okay, I think they were going for no as an alibi, but I kind of agree. Hold on.
Oh, hey, oh.
All right, we got to move things along here because we have to head down to our police department in just a moment. Thank you so much, subscribers, for helping us hit our goal. But we have some written testimony here, Mr. Rindles. Let's have a look at that, and hopefully it won't be somebody just saying what up to you.
I hope it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I thought we were ready for that.
Fucked up so bad, Doc.
Hey, well, we got a second. Hey! Oh! Hey! Oh, I turned 18. Hey! Oh! Hey!
All right, we're ready for the written testimony now, and I'm sure it will be very compelling evidence.
Yeah, Abby was good.
God damn it!
That's my girl, Abby. That's my girl,
Please.
Abby.
Can we have some decorum in this court?
Abby, can I tell Abby what I want to say to her?
I'd prefer that you not.
Abby, listen to me. You call me right now. You call me right now, I'll be answering.
Don't do that, Abby. This is a courtroom. You can do it after the case is closed. Now, we have another piece of written testimony, and I pray that this piece of written testimony will bring us back into the sane world where evidence is a critical piece of solving these cases. Let's
You
have a look.
stalling, dude? Let's hear it. Yo, is that Jeremy over there? What up? Hey, kilo.
Son of a bitch!
Kilo. Oh. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh.
Judge, Judge, we have a surprise witness being called to the stand as well.
A surprise witness. We didn't get $5.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Who gives a shit?
We've got a free.
We got a lot of shit. People being real generous.
We got a
Just give them one.
fine. All right, we're taking a free witness on the stand. I guess witness, take the stand.
Hey! How are my homies doing out? Boom!
Okay. Witness, are you prepared to make your testimony?
Riz.
Oh boy. Let's, bailiff, do we have their name tag ready? Let's have a look. Witness, please state your name for the record.
My name is Dog. And I was painted on.
I can see that. Okay, well, this actually is extremely relevant to the case, dog.
And Judge, I'm Jeremy's neighbor. And this is my dog. And I'm pissed off. I don't care how cool this fucking kid is. Hey, that's good, that's good, that's good. Yeah.
I'm a good boy.
You are very good.
Okay,
very good.
so I guess my question is here, dog, and if you wouldn't mind, I'd like you to speak on your own behalf here instead of your owner. Do you recognize this defendant, Mr. Jeremy Rindles?
Yes.
You can do this, you can do this.
Okay,
You're doing
I'm gonna
good.
pee
Sir,
myself.
please stop coaching the witness. Now I'll ask again,
Can I
dog.
say something?
No, you cannot say something.
Hold on. I have never seen that dog in my life.
Okay, well, we're gonna get the testimony from both parties here, and then we'll let the jurors decide. Dog, the floor is yours.
You may say that this paint on my face was me maybe sniffing some shit, but no, it's actual paint that they put on my face. 18? What did I do? Draw that on my face?
Yeah, Can I say something?
No, you may not, Mr. Rindles. We are waiting for the testimony of the dog to
Because
finish.
did I draw it on my face because somebody forgot my 18th birthday? I would never do that. It was this little guy. I wasn't sniffing shit and writing on my face.
My dog would never
All right,
do
Mr.
that,
Rindles,
Judge.
Can I
will
say
give you-
something
yes,
really quick?
Yes, Mr. Rindles, I'll give you a chance to rebut.
I have never punted that dog in my life.
Okay.
I've never seen it, never smelled it, never sniffed any shit, and I've never seen that dog in my life.
Judge, if I could interject.
Nope.
Jeremy's a menace to our community. He's the coolest kid ever, and we are all terrified of him. He goes around, he's dancing, he's kicking things. He's so cool, it's crazy.
Can I say something really
Now,
quick?
Hold on, I need to address a comment here made by one of our jurors. Judge, do you smell that? It smells like up dog in the courtroom. What?
Don't do it, Judge!
What's up dog?
Oh!
Hey! Oh! Hey! Oh! Hey! Oh! Hey! Oh!
Order, please!
He's infectious.
All right,
Oh,
dog.
he's totally hitting the gwitty.
Please stop widowy hitting the gwitty in my courtroom, Mr. Rindles. Now, dog, if you have any closing remarks, please make them now because we need to proceed to the police department.
If anybody would like to wish me a happy belated birthday, you can do it now.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. We're gonna sip a party like it's your birthday. We don't give a fuck 'cause it's your birthday. Show me in the club. Bottles in the club, my mind. Bottles in the club, my mind. Bottles in the club, my mind. And bottles in the club, my mind. It's your birthday. We're gonna party
birthday?
like it's your birthday.
It's my
With
birthday?
bottles in the club, my mind. And bottles in the club, my mind. All of the lights. All the turn off the lights in here, baby.
We've got some written
Extra
testimony.
bright, I want y'all to see. Yo.
Fuck. God damn it. I would love one piece of relevant written testimony to be brought before this court so that we could have some semblance of a legitimate trial in here. Is that too much to goddamn ask?
Can I say something?
Fine.
Turn off the lights in here, baby. Extra bright, I want
All right,
y'all
bailiff,
to see
pull up the
this.
pole.
Turn
Pull up
off
the
the
pole,
lights
bailiff.
in here, baby. I want you to live it. I want to see everything. I want you to see all of the flash cars, shooting stars, all of the lights, all of the lights. Woo!
Judge, when Jeremy razor scooters around our neighborhood, everyone's blinds go down. He is a menace. He is a menace.
Turn up the lights in here, baby. Extra bright, I want y'all to see this.
Jurors, please get
Turn
your
up
votes
the
in
lights in
quickly.
here, baby. I want to see everything. I want to see everything. I want to see all of the. If you want it, you can get it for the rest of your life.
Is Jeremy wearing a Domino's jersey?
I want to see everything. I want to see all of the lights.
Let's close out the poll.
If anybody wants to get in on this, I'm taking bets in the back of the courtroom. How long after getting his driver's license will it take for Jeremy to get his first DUI?
DUI? More like do me. Do me. I get it.
Okay, all right.
Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey,
Mr. Rindles! The jurors have voted, and they have decided
What's up? Like, give it to me straight.
you are not guilty.
Oh, that's right. I've never seen that dog in my life. Hey.
All right, folks, you're all free to go. Dog, Mr. Rindles,
Hey,
please.
can I say one more thing? Can I say one more thing right now?
I suppose.
If anyone wants to hit it. Being me, I am 18 and I will take any age.
Okay, that's
sorry.
very dangerous.
Hold on, sorry. Over 18.
There it is. There it is. All right. Please leave the courtroom, Mr. Rindles and Dog. We have important business now to
Go
attend
animals.
That will only be true for Jeremy for sure.
Animals! Animals!
to. Hey, order, please. Seems like we've got a lack of decorum here in the courtroom, so I'm going to address that while you, our viewers at home, head on down to the police station for some much-needed firearms training. When we return, we'll see if we have time for one more case, but our boys in blue need your help figuring out how to use their guns. So we'll see you back here after this. Welcome, cadets. If you're here, it means that you're here to practice firearm training. In a moment, we're going to run through a hypothetical scenario, but it could be just like a real-life scenario you see out in the field. Two potential perps are going to appear, and you'll have to click on the screen. Yes, physically click on the screen to choose a target. Once you choose a target, that target will be fired upon, and we'll see whether you made the right call. Oh, and I gotta get the click maps going. All right, we're gonna have one of our officers prepare the click maps. Does that make sense, everybody?
This is like Time Crisis or Area 51?
Yeah, it's kind of like Time Crisis or Area
And
51.
if you're on mobile, get fucked.
Yeah, and if you're on mobile, get fucked.
Got it.
All right, here we go.
Hey!
Hey! I'm Dr. Sex. I help the worst of our society get together for short periods of time.
My name is Reba McIntyre. Hold your guns, please hold your fire. Do not shoot me today, I'm Reba.
Have you ever wanted to have really good sex? Well, with my help, a girl will take her shirt off in front of you. Thus, you'll be having sex.
I can do come as you are. Hold on a second. Hold on, I got it.
Pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you so much, darling.
Great work, cadets. That doctor was a terrorist. And Reba, well, yeah, I mean, you get it. It was Reba. So that was a good call on your part. But this next scenario, well, let's just say it's not going to be so easy. It's going to be up to you, the cadets, to determine which of these two potential perps is the bad guy and which one is just an innocent bystander. We're getting them ready right now. So get that trigger finger ready to shoot. Here we go. In just a second, they're gonna pop out. So get ready. And it's just about to happen right about now. Oh, shit, never mind. Now.
Hello, I'm from Wisconsin. I also had this gun and I kind of want to shoot it.
I'm Ketchup.
You're Ketchup?
Yeah.
Like from the movies?
Yeah.
Wow, I never thought I'd get to see all this cool stuff here in LA. I'm not from around here and I got an itchy trigger finger.
I'm just mild ketchup. I'm just made of tomatoes, and I'm mild. If you want to put me on a burger, if you want to put me on a sausage.
Why are 10% of you clicking on the lights over there? Huh? Why are you doing that? It's not
Does
even a
anyone
thing.
would love to enhance anyone's food?
Okay, well, I'll probably be having my last meal here in just a second.
Oh
Ah, shit! I had so much to live for.
Great work, cadets. That cheesehead was a terrorist. And Ketchup, that was a doctor who's helping cure cancer. Well done. But this next scenario won't be so easy. You'll have to determine which one is the guilty perp and which one is just an innocent bystander. And hopefully the gun sound effect will work. I'm not sure why it's not. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Hi there, I'm just Fisherman Joe. I like to go fishing with my son Gabe, you know. We like to catch some tuna fish. Really
Hello.
nice tuna fish.
I am a terrorist. I'll trade you this gold in exchange for you doing 9/11 once more.
It's real easy to fish, you know. You just let out the line, you know. Gabe's really good at it. Gabe is really good at it.
You want to do 9/11? I can make it worth your while. Let's do it together. I'm a terrorist. I do terror.
I could teach you some fun tackle and bait skills, you know. Me and Gabe can take you out on the boat. And we got some gummy worms. You know, sometimes I like to put on the
Great work. Well done, cadets. That terrorist was actually a doctor. And that fisherman, you guessed it, they were a terrorist. Good eye. But this next scenario, this one's not gonna be so easy. It's gonna take a real sharp cookie to figure out which one of these next potential perps is the criminal. So get that trigger finger ready, because here we go.
I'm the sleep paralysis demon most of you see at night.
Hi, I just got to Los Angeles. I want to be a movie star.
Go ahead. It's fine.
Oh, I just really want to be a big, successful woman, just like all the other women that I like.
I filmed you while you sleep and put it on Daily Motion the next day.
I really want to be a big celebrity. If everyone could make me a big celebrity, I would be so grateful.
Oh, yes, it's mostly art film work that I'm into.
Fuck!
Great work, cadets. The sleep paralysis demon? Yep, he was a doctor, and he was curing cancer for kids. But that blonde actress who seemingly just wanted to make a go of it in LA? Yep, terrorist. Well done. But this next scenario, boy, this one's a doozy. If you get this one, well, let's just say you've got yourself a position here at the New York Police Department. Chief. You're gonna be the chief if you do it. So I hope you're fucking ready, cadets, because this one's a real doozy. Let's go.
It's me, William Shakespeare. But they shaved my mustache in jail?
It's me, EverythingNowShow's Chris Shalakian. I've been reading Monty Melkonian's The Right to Struggle and getting some problematic opinions.
I don't hang out with 13-year-olds at bars. I'm past that. I'm on to my next big picture. Go animals in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Woo!
I've learned that the only means to change is resistance, and whether that's violent or not is a risk that has to be taken sometimes.
Was I proven guilty earlier?
Fuck.
Guess not.
Great work, cadets. Chris is obviously a terrorist. It wasn't so obvious, but you sleuthed it out. Well done. And William Shakespeare, let's just say that he was a doctor who was curing cancer for kids.
You know what I mean.
If you know what I mean. But this last scenario, well, this one we invented to be basically impossible. If you're able to sleuth out which target to shoot in this one, not only will you be the chief of police, you'll be the goddamn mayor. All right, folks, I hope you're ready, because here we go.
Oh, hi everybody, it's Greg Hopper. I was sent by the district attorney to investigate all the sexual harassment claims here at the New York Police Department. Where's the bathroom? I'm looking for the bathroom. Is this, am I in the right place? What's going on? What's happening right now? What's going on? Hey, whoa, wait, what's going on? Where's the bathroom? Oh God, fuck!
Well done. Great work, cadets. You fucking got him. That guy was for sure a terrorist. Congratulations, cadets. You passed. Now back to the courthouse. Order! Please don't throw back to the bumper after I cut back to me. Let's get some order in this court. Folks, I hope you were able to help our boys in blue out at the Everything Now Police Department. I'm sure your assistance was much needed and much appreciated by those important guys. If you're just joining us, we're coming to the end of tonight's proceedings. My name, of course, is Judge Learned Hand, and you, our faithful jurors in the chat, have been helping us all night long determine the important cases, criminal investigations, and other, legal stuff happening tonight in the Everything Now Court of Law. We're coming to the end of tonight's proceedings, but I think we have time maybe for one more defendant. I'm not sure. We'll have a check in just a moment, but I'd like to take a second to thank all of our wonderful supporters. Thank you to everybody who helped us reach our 20 subscription goal. That really means a lot. All the witnesses, all the evidence, all the testimony. It really genuinely does mean a lot. So thank you all for doing that. But enough sentimental bullshit. We came here to do a job, and so we've got one last defendant here. I'm not sure. Is this defendant? Do we already have a crime for this defendant, or do we need
No.
to? Okay, we gotta get a crime for this last defendant. So, if you wouldn't mind, jurors, for this last defendant to take a stand, please let me know. Remind me of what this last defendant stands accused of. Go ahead. Armenian.
Take it.
We're gonna take it. I don't feel comfortable saying the implication
Do
of
it.
this. In this jurisdiction, it's a crime to be Armenian. Yes, some say that the consulate of Turkey and Azerbaijan might have had some influence over our laws. I say it's not my job to determine the laws here. It's just my job to enforce them. And unfortunately, that means today it is a crime to be Armenian in the Everything Now show, or the Everything Now, and whatever. You guys get the fucking idea. Let's go ahead and check in with our defendant. Defendant, please state your name for the record.
I'm just some old guy. I'm not Chris Chalakian from the Everything Now show, that's for sure.
Okay, because it kind of seems like you're wearing like a ill-fitting beard and wig.
No? What?
Oh, looks like the click maps are still on.
Get rid of those.
Someone get rid of those.
You sure? What if it's gonna help determine what we do here?
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, let's take it easy. Judge, I can explain this all very clearly.
Did someone bring a gun into the courtroom? What's going on?
We gotta get these click maps out of here.
I guess.
All right, fine. I'll get rid of them. There.
Judge, if you just let me explain. There's a clear precedent for this in the Ligma clause.
The Ligma clause?
Mm-hmm.
What's the Ligma clause?
Ligma balls. Grant, do it. Grant, hit the end.
I'm turning click maps back on.
No,
Do
why? I had it.
Okay, do it one more time.
No,
try
just
again.
hit the end.
I promise I'll do it on time.
Just hit the end.
I promise I'll do it on time.
All right,
I
Jake,
promise.
will you be?
Yeah, let's set it
All
up.
right.
Okay.
In the Ligma clause.
You say the thing and then I'll do the.
It's in the Ligma clause.
The Ligma clause? What's that?
Ligma balls. Grant.
You gotta.
And also,
That's
Jake's
the button.
performance is a little like.
That's the
he's
button.
aware of it.
Grant.
I tried to act it. What? What do you mean subtle?
You went way too big.
Okay, fine. All right, let's do it again.
All right. But Grant, Rocky, will you watch him? Can you like?
I will, but when Jake hits the button again, it cuts out. I have it loaded up, and then when he hits the cut,
Swaps out
I'm just not gonna touch anything.
Okay.
But then you have to cut in between us because I'm not gonna touch
Should I
it.
hit it? Should I hit the
All
end
right.
button?
Oh, I have the button on my end.
Oh,
I can
Rocky,
just do
this
that.
is really funny. You look headless right now.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
This is so funny.
All right, let's go
That's
to Chris. Go to Chris.
Very
Start it up.
Okay, great. Wait, I'll come in as a witness.
All right,
That's
yeah,
perfect.
that's actually
perfect.
better. All right, well,
Everyone
let's
back
put.
to your ones, thank you.
That's great.
All
That's
right,
great.
we'll do it from the witness stand. Okay.
Judge, I saw this guy, and it was a clear case of Ligma.
Ligma, what does that mean?
No, too fast. too
Okay,
fast.
sorry.
Slow down.
Okay.
I saw
Well, now I
this
feel
guy,
like I
Judge.
know what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Well, you gotta create
Okay.
the illusion.
All right. I'm not an actor. All right.
And Armenian dog, I don't really like, but I'll.
Yeah, that really out of context feels.
Yeah, that is
problematic.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's problematic?
All right,
It is.
we got to do the thing.
All right, listen, Judge Ligma.
Wait, that's not what you
Okay,
said
Judge,
last
it's a
time.
clear case of the Ligma clause.
Ligma clause. What's that?
Ligma balls.
Actually, it's great.
Hey! We're
What
at
an
Everything Now
episode!
Show.
Wow!
Thank you so much for joining us. All the stuff's here at the bottom. Also, if you haven't yet, join our Discord. All the evidence that you saw was presented by you in the Discord. We had some great mid-show submissions we got to work in there. It's a great time. People say good morning to you in there. Join the freaking Discord.
A lot of fun.
And I'll just say it, a couple episodes ago, I was like, we got to get the YouTube to 700. It's so close. And then we did it, 2 people have unsubscribed since
Now
then. We are back
down
below 700.
700.
We've got to do it again.
What the hell?
So please, subscribe to the YouTube.
What the hell?
Subscribe.
fucking coward.
Do all the
nothing.
stuff,
It's
but please,
free.
please specifically the YouTube. It's driving me
Literally
insane.
Couldn't be easier. Folks, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who subscribed
Sadville, a
tonight.
guy who's been watching the show for 4 years, subscribe today. Thank you very much, Sadville.
Donated, all of that shit. It really means a lot. We really appreciate the support, but we couldn't do this show alone. We have wonderful guests.
Amazing.
Let's go ahead and bring them out. Pose under the sign
Oh, here you go.
for the Instagram.
Great. We have your socials, so we'll do the
Oh, awesome.
all the yes. But anything specific you want to plug?
Yes, I have a one-woman show coming up in LA. There's 2 performances and 1 is sold out, so you have to come on 4/20, and you have to be really sober because you have to
No
be,
drugs allowed.
otherwise you get so scared.
Right.
Don't get scared.
Yeah.
Get sober.
Yeah.
Get sober. But yes, one-woman show.
Yeah.
Molly's coming.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Not on 420.
Not on 420,
Not
423.
Yeah, it's because I'm gonna celebrate.
Because
420.
yeah.
I'm gonna be on the Don't Break show at the Elysian on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Go check that out. See me not laugh. Hopefully win money.
Don't Break is a crazy show. If you're in LA and haven't seen it yet, you gotta go.
Run by friend of the show, David Brown, and soon to be guest on the show, Danny Catalan.
Don't miss those shows. Come to LA if you're not already in LA. If you are already in LA, you got no excuse. Go see the show.
Go freaking do it.
And again, follow Molly and Isabel and make sure to buy tickets to their shows.
That's right. And come back to our show on Monday. Yes.
Follow us
Back.
on socials. Follow each of us individually on socials. Create several burner accounts that you follow us all on.
That's so
right.
important, actually.
That's so important. Not
Get the
enough people
bots.
talk about
Not
this.
enough people talk about burner accounts.
Yeah.
I want followers from everyone.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
want blank profiles that's like user
Yeah, no.
16592.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need a lot of those in there, please.
Get them in there, follow the show, and come back here Monday night for a brand new episode. Let's raise some.
Yay!
Gonna be
Thank
joined
you
by
guys.
Cameron
So fun.
and Colin.
On Monday. It's a classic Cameron and Colin
It's
app.
gonna be a giggler. They're not on our 420 episode, but you might as well assume this
And
one's
my
a 420
character today was
episode.
not problematic, and we all agree on that.
Yep. Everyone said that.
Shouts out.
Dr. Sex.
Dr. Sex.
Not-
Why would it be a problem? Oh, I mean.
It's a guy. It was a character that hates women, but I don't.
Yeah,
it's
it
a
was.
character that does.
It was like a-
I'm cool.
I heard you did.
He's like lukewarm on women.
Yeah. I would say his hatred comes from fear, but we're overanalyzing a character now.
Could be.
He got pretty scared. He was pretty scared at the end there.
Anyway,
See you on Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Join the Discord and have a lovely rest of your weekend.
I like the Armenian character.
that was fun.
That was fun.
Good.
Yeah.
You've never met that on the show before.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this. I'm Armenian.
What?
A little fun fact about me. Yeah,
Say hi to
yeah.
Joe for us.